Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Hockey Talk. And today I don't want to talk about the NHL, but about hockey in Germany and the DEL, the local top league. That's why I brought my phone. I will look through the standing. Each team has played 18 games, which is roughly a third of the season. Yeah, the season is 52 games altogether. So 18 is a little above one third of the season already. We can talk about trends, we can talk about surprises, and everything else that comes to my mind here in this video. All right, let's start from the top. Right now, first in the standing with 42 points are the Straubing Tigers, which is a very, very big surprise. Straubing, yeah, they were good, but they were not top level. Last year they were 7th in the standing and made it via the pre-playoffs into the real playoffs. They lost then to Berlin in 5 games. I was in the stands for the only game they won. Have a look up in the corner for this video because it was a very good seat I had in this game. Right now they are back at the top and I cannot explain why. They're scoring so good. They have a new goalie. They got him from Düsseldorf, the team that got relegated into the DL2. He is fantastic. I cannot explain why Straubing is so good, but they are the team with the smallest market in the whole league because Straubing has just 50,000 people living there. Second right now is Bremerhaven, another small market team. Bremerhaven a little over 100,000 in the far north at the coast of the North Sea, so very far away from everything else. Their travel is horrible as here in Germany teams do not travel by plane, they travel by bus. And it's, if they have a road game here in Bavaria, it's about 800 to 1,000 kilometers by bus. And this is a lot. They have kept most of their players. They lost only one guy to the Eisbären, Vikingstad. Let's talk about him later. The rest of the team basically stayed together. They now had to replace their best goalie, Gudlevskis, because of injury. And they replaced him with Julius Hudacek, who was kicked out by Dresden. We'll come to them later on as well. It seems to work very good. They are a very, very solid team. One of the older teams in the league, but they are doing very good. Third right now is Ingolstadt, and this is the team I'm wearing. They have the best offense in the league right now. They added a very, very important player named Riley Barber, who played in Nefte Chimki the last 2 years, so in the KHL. He came to Ingolstadt at the start of the season, and he is doing so good. Right now, he is the top goal scorer of the league. And I have to add that Ingolstadt is also a small market. Ingolstadt has 140,000 people live there. Not so big compared to other markets. They also have a small stadium of less than 5,000 spectators. So we are at mullet level, but they are doing good. They have, of course, Audi and MediaMarkt Saturn as big sponsors. They do have the money and they can do it, and they are doing it. And I'm very impressed again to see Ingolstadt playing. As I saw him playing not that long ago when they won 8-0 in Frankfurt. That was interesting. Right now, fourth is Mannheim, the Mannheimer Adler, the team that is coached by former Anaheim Ducks coach Dallas Eakins. They started fantastic with a record of 9-1-1. Then they lost 5 in a row and they are fourth in the league. This is how close it gets with the 3-point rule. So if you win a game in regulation here in Germany, you don't get 2 points, but 3. A win in overtime or shootout is 2 points, a loss in overtime or shootout is 1 point, and a loss in regulation, 0 points. But the 3-point rule, this is very important, and this allows team to climb and fall the standings much faster than with the 2-point rule. Anyway, Mannheim, they have lost something in the last games. Let's see if they find it back. We will be at a game in Mannheim Friday next week. I'm really looking forward to see them play against Dresden. Mannheim, a city that is absolutely crazy for hockey. Have a look up in the corner to see a game in their stadium because it's a great stadium, the SAP Arena, and I really love being there. Fifth right now, Köln. What can I say about Köln? They have the biggest stadium in the league. They are a solid playoff team. Nothing too good, nothing too bad. They replaced the loss of Hudacek The goalie, pretty good, and they also lost Alexandre Grenier to Augsburg. They were able to replace him as well, so nothing too good, nothing too bad about Köln. 7th is Augsburg, these guys here. Not only that they got Grenier from Köln, which was very, very good for them, they also added Michael Garteig, another goaltender, and these two pieces were the missing pieces for Augsburg. They were the team that got relegated 3 years in a row and did not get relegated because of the team that won the championship in the DL2 was not eligible for promotion. Otherwise, Augsburg would have been relegated 3 years in a row until last season when Düsseldorf got relegated and they really went down. Fascinating story, I know. Augsburg improved. They really improved. They have a good culture, a good atmosphere right now at the stadium. I will be there in 2 weeks' time. It will be a lot of fun. I hope so. We will see them against Nürnberg. It will be a lot of fun, and I wish Augsburg, which is the hometown of my grandparents, I wish them all the best. Right now, it looks that they will make the playoffs, make the pre-playoffs at least. 8th in the standing. This is good. Oh, and I missed 6 and 7. Sorry. Let's go back to number 6. 6th in the standing right now are the Eisbären Berlin. These guys. The reigning, defending, 2-time champion. They had a lot of injuries. Then they replaced their injured player with players with other players. Then the replacements got injured as well. It's an absolute mess. And for this is really respectable how good the Eisbären are still doing. Yeah, they have the best team in the league. They have a great coach. They have the best goaltenders. But they're still missing so many players that it's absolutely admirable that the Eisbären are still that far up in the standing. 6th right now, not too bad. 7th, Red Bull München. These guys. We do have a season ticket. We did not miss a single game until this point. They had severe problems at the beginning of the season. The first game was very good, but then it started dropping. And for the way how München sees themselves as a quality of a team, it was an absolute mess. They right now they are 9-9, so 9 victories, 9 losses. But it was at times not a lot of fun watching them, and they deserved to lose as many games as they lost. In parts, they were really not good. Now it seemed to be better. They won 5 out of 7. The last game was a loss, but 5 out of 7 were wins. They are on their way up, and they should be a solid pick for the playoffs. 8th, Augsburg as mentioned. 9th right now is Schwenningen, another small market team in the southwest of Germany. Town of Villingen-Schwenningen, so a double town that has about 150,000 people living there, so not too bad. They have a very, very big hockey tradition. It was a lot of fun watching them and a lot of fun watching their fans in Munich not that long ago. Although they lost the game, but it was a lot of fun watching the fans who made the atmosphere in the Munich stadium the best I've seen all season. Thank you very much to the fans from Schwenningen. 10th right now is Wolfsburg. They had a fantastic start to the season, but they lost 7 out of 10 and lost 2 in a row. Let's see how this continues. They have a good team. The question is, can they bring it to the ice what they have in quality? Let's see about this. 11th, Nürnberg, only 3 points behind Wolfsburg. And the top 10 make the playoffs, so 1 to 6 make the playoffs directly. 7 through 10 go into the pre-playoffs. And 11, 12, and 13 have their season ending at the end of the regular season. 14 too, but they get relegated. Let's talk about this later. 11th, as mentioned, Nürnberg. They had a lot of injuries as well. Yeah, they were down to, I think, 8 forwards. They had to have a defenseman play forward, which is not a lot of fun if you ever watched hockey. They're getting healthier and they're getting better. And they just extended their coach for 2 more years, which is a good thing to do. Mitch O'Keefe, he did a really good job in Nürnberg, and I wish him all the best. 12th right now is my secret love, the Frankfurt Löwen, the Lions Frankfurt. I was at their games twice this year. Both games they lost by 8 goals difference. So 1 to 9 and 0 to 8. I think they will ban me from the stadium, but let's see about this. This is really hard to take. They started on an absolute low, then they climbed to an absolute high. They came back to the absolute low, losing 7 out of 9. Then they changed the coach. They won again yesterday at the day of recording. Let's see how this works. I will not be surprised by anything from Frankfurt. If they win 10 in a row, if they lose 10 in a row, I will not be surprised. 12th right now is Iserlohn, another small market team. Iserlohn has about 90,000 people, so almost double of Straubing, the first place team. They have a big hockey tradition, and they have to fight pretty hard to stay in the league this year. Their offense is not good. The addition of Daniel Fischbuch helps, and he is the only reason that Iserlohn is scoring goals at all. I don't know how this will continue. They are only lucky that there's one team that's worse, and this is Dresden, the team that got promoted from the DEL2 last season. Dresden is quite a big town. They had some hockey tradition in the GDR, but it is the first time that Dresden is in the DEL, in the first league, in the top league here in Germany. They were greeted by the first 18 games, a 2-16 record, which is really not good. They still have most players from their victory last year in the second tier league, in the DEL2, playing for them. They added some players, but not too many. And they are just delivering the proof that the DEL is way superior to the DEL2. They added, as mentioned, some players, but it was just not enough. And they need everything. They need goaltending. They thought that they fixed the goaltending by getting Julius Hudacek from Köln, who took Köln to the finals last season in the DEL. It didn't work. They are allowing way too many goals, and they cannot fix it. They score by far not enough goals. They urgently need a first-line center, but the guys that would come to Dresden would not help, and the guys that would help, they cannot pay. Let's see about this. I think Dresden will go back to the DEL2 next season, but let's see about this. And yeah, that's it. 1 through 14, a talk through the DEL and all the teams. The biggest surprises so far, of course, that Straubing is first is the biggest surprise. I do not have a jersey from them. Unfortunately, I think I have to change this soon, but let's see. The second biggest surprise is Augsburg in a playoff spot. I am very, very happy for them. Another surprise that München is struggling, but they will switch it on. I have no doubt about that they will make the playoffs in the end without the pre-playoffs. And that Dresden is so bad, this is a surprise as well. But let's stick with the positive surprises. As mentioned, Straubing, as mentioned, Augsburg, and I would call Bremerhaven a surprise as well. The second place team right now, they are a good team, but that they are that good, that's a surprise. Let's see how this will turn out, because tomorrow on the day of recording, or today on the day the video is released, there will be the top game between Straubing and Bremerhaven, so first against second in the league. So let's see what happens there. I will not be able to see it because I will be using my season ticket to go to another game in the SAP Garden here in Munich for Munich against... Who are we playing tomorrow? Nürnberg, exactly. And tomorrow, or today, on the day the video will be out, it will be Mrs. Psychopunk's birthday. And I hope you liked what I gave you, and my lovely wife, I love you, and we will be happy together, I know that, until the end. Thank you so much. And thank you as well for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you want to hear more about the DEL, just let me know. I will do some talks from time to time. I'm sure one more prior to the playoffs, and then let's see what happens. Thank you once again. Have a good time. Goodbye.